Hello, Dr. Carvalho, and today is my internship closure, and this is my internship report, which is going to be very short. But I hope that everything that I need to tell you will be here and it will be concise. So, I am Bella Joy Bardollas. I'm from the Philippines, but I'm currently based in Sweden, and I am in my final year in Sociology of Education at Uppsala University. I am a teacher for 10 years now and a university instructor and consultant for history and social sciences and teaching related courses. So, my task when I joined JCWO is to number one, review internship offerings of JCWO, especially the documents on the internship programs, and also, as much as possible, to conduct an activity that will help in the dissemination of information and especially on the enduring values of the founder, Dr. Jacinto Convit. So those were my tasks, and I'm really happy about my task because it's really aligned with my field and what I do as a teacher. And so far, within the 3 to 4 months of being at JCWO, I was able to provide a review for the documents that were used for the internship program. And I was able to give suggestions on changing the branding or the image of internship program from having interns to ambassadors instead. And most of all, we were able to conduct a webinar on one of the enduring values of Dr. Jacinto Convit, which is also a timely topic on, how am I going to say, on the stigmatization of diseases, wherein it's one of the primary advocacy of Dr. Convit when he was still here. And it focused more on leprosy, but during the webinar, we focused more on other diseases, especially now that we're living in the pandemic, we had COVID-19 and other diseases, but we also include mental health so that everybody who attended the webinar, who are teachers, will feel inclusive in their in the topic. So maybe that's the pinnacle, or that's the point of my internship, the webinar that we had, which was attended by different teachers and student teachers in the Philippines. So my recommendation for after this internship that I had is number one, to continue hiring interns who specializes in education and the social sciences. I've noticed that it's a science company, I mean organization, but it's nice that we were able to have interns also in the social sciences, but I would suggest that you can also hire more interns in the education or the social sciences field so that they can also create, or they can continue giving or creating projects that focuses more on educating the public, not only in the field of sciences but also in education, because I believe that Dr. Jacinto is also a teacher, and he has a lot of values that are enduring and definitely should be shared in the public in different means. It can be in a form of a webinar, brochures that are available for downloads in the website, projects that can still be done online and even offline. It really depends on how the situation will be in the next years. And this intern should have tasks or projects that will focus on the values of the organization, and most especially on the founder, Dr. Convit, wherein they will create projects and tasks that are totally non-scientific, but more of like, how can we apply the values of the organization in the everyday lives of other people. It's like making a holistic view or holistic approach for the organization, that aside from being uh, focusing on the sciences, we also have those that will focus on the educational aspect of the society, which is also very, very important. Because what we notice nowadays is that there are a lot of like projects, there are a lot of funding that usually goes in the sciences, which is also very, very important because, you know, we need innovation, we need a lot of scientists and all that. But there are only few who focuses on the social sciences aspect. There are only few fundings on that as well. But then I think it's a call for organizations to also look into the social science aspect of their organization. How are your interns, for example? How did they interact with each other? Do they even know each other? Can we learn from them? Even if we are living in a world right now that most people are actually doing their interactions online. And I think that's part of the suggestions that I also made in terms of creating or having ambassadors, that it's also important that your interns communicate with each other, because even if like I'm in education and the others are in the sciences, we learn from each other. And I think that's the most important thing of all. Other than that, also the platforms of Jacinto Convict World Organization should be totally used by the interns, for example. Encourage them to um, continuously post or to always update their social media while they are part of the organization, to help, you know, this is also like one of the small things that they can do in order to disseminate information for about the organization. So those are my recommendations, and my recommendations as far as my experience was concerned. And for conclusion, of course, I've learned a lot in this internship. I usually have internships in an educational institution, let's say a school, but this is totally different, which is a different organization that, you know, that I put myself and found that, you know, it's possible for even a scientific organization um, to have projects that focuses on the social sciences as well. And I'm really, really grateful for the experience because it's something different from what I usually do and what I usually have. And of course, I'm extremely grateful to Dr. Carbali for giving me the chance to practice my knowledge and skills as an educator. It was really a tough months of looking for internship, but it's a wonderful experience, and it's a wonderful chance that has given me by the organization to practice my skills, to practice my skills in speaking, for example, in giving comments on documents, on creating educational events. Even the simple event, the webinar, is really a wonderful way for me to show my skill as a teacher, and also to help other teachers, which is also my advocacy, that is to eradicate any stigmatization that is happening within the classroom. Because I will always believe that if we teach our teachers to dismantle or to remove stigmatization or stereotyping inside the classroom, we can somehow help eliminate stereotyping outside or in our society as a whole. So it's really, really important that we educate our teachers about these things. And JCWO has been a big part of that. And based on the evaluation of the teachers who joined the webinar, they learned a lot, and it was really helpful for them. And there are students and teachers who sent in their questions about how are we going to deal with students who were stereotyped inside the classroom, that they don't want to join the class anymore, etc. So these are the values that the organization also have, and you need to really focus on that in the next years, and the interns as well who will work on it, because it is something that is important, and it's something that, you know, will put JCWO into a different, how am I going to say, spot, wherein it's not only for the sciences, but we also have enduring values from our founder that can also be applicable to everyone who is not in the sciences field. So there. So thank you very much, Dr. Carvalho, for this chance, and I will always be grateful
Mhm.
for the chance that you gave me. And just like what I've said, if there are things that if you need my help, I'm very grateful to share that, even if I'm not part of JCWO anymore. You know, to just give um, help with anything. So, and I hope that we stay in contact so that we can still, you know, if you need anything that I mean, you need me for, just send me a message and I will
Mhm.
gladly help you with anything. So, on behalf of JCWO, I mean, thank you so much for all the support and the learnings, and most of all the chance for me to have my internship here. Thank you so much.